Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, what you're bound to hear now is Kendo's theme.
That was Gorgeous George handing me down a disc of Kendo's theme, which has just been played. Gorgeous George and Kendo Nagasaki, just about to start, of course, the usual ritual before a bout. Bobby Palmer to announce it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. This is a heavyweight contest over 6 5-minute rounds of 2 falls, 2 submissions, or knockout to decide. In the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, from the West Indies, Johnny Kincade. And his opponent, presented by his manager, Gorgeous George Gillette, Kendo Nagasaki.
So here we go with the ritual, Kendo Nagasaki. Second's got all his gear. Off comes the gown and the sword. Now I hope he remembers. I was going to say, I hope he remembers to take off that outer mask, solid metal there, covering his face. And Gorgeous George, his manager, he's done very well for him, I must say. Let's see if he tries to make a speech through the microphone. He very seldom gets heard when he does. So as Johnny Kincade has got all this to contend with as he starts any second his first bout for 3 years in this country on television. So Johnny Kincade with a bandage around his right wrist. I didn't notice that in the dressing room. And Kendo Nagasaki, the masked wrestler. Joe DiRazio, the ref. 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to the side. And already, Kendo Nagasaki out of the ring. Headlock and strangle to Kincade. Well, those of you who have color sets now can probably catch the red-looking eye of Nagasaki through the mask. Incredible red color in those eyes of his. Nagasaki very unhappy at the moment in this headlock and strangle put on by the very powerful Johnny Kincade, who's gone up 1.5 stone or more since he left his show 3 years ago for practically all the rest of the world except the Americans. of a start for Kincade. Still looks very fit, as he always was. Very fit man. Nagasaki coming in back at him by striking on the floor. Oh, surely a public warning here is in order. Now, Joe Durazio decides to hold it for a moment before dishing out any. Again, the side. Oh, yes, but the referee coming around there right at the right moment. Nice turn by Nagasaki, but equally nicely out by Kincade. Well, Nagasaki, who's a faith healer himself, renowned and very successful with it, is going to need some of his own treatment pretty soon if Kincade continues the way he started this round. A couple of minutes to go in this first round, and nearly all Kincade up to the last few seconds. Toe and ankle heavily laid on by Johnny Kincade. Kincade quite happy at the moment. Made a very good start in this first round. Only a minute to go. Nagasaki a bit fast in there. Front head chancery, whipped it round to a mare, fast head mare. And now attempting to cover the face of Kincade, prevent breathing. Unable to do so as yet. 30 seconds, and Nagasaki coming back a wee bit now. Eight seconds, and still Nagasaki coming in and neat straight on to the straight fingers there. Beautiful jab in the throat. Oh, yes, and what a posting on the back. So, Johnny Kincade, 3 years ago, he left Great Britain for Japan and points east, mostly. He's been around quite a bit and done very well, I understand. He also is tag partner out there, who you'll know very well indeed. I'm sure grappling fans will remember Johnny Eagle.
Seconds away, round two.
So round two, 5 to go. 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout to decide this winner in this main bout of the afternoon here at the Fairfield Halls, Croydon. Johnny Kincade started well. The end of the round, he got into trouble. Can he continue the good work? Because the crowd here would love it if he could. Much heavier man now than when he left these shores. 16 stone 2 against Nagasaki 16-7. The last time we saw Kincade 3 years ago, he was about 15-2, just a stone under what he is today.
A gentleman in round two, Kendo has received his first public warning.
So a public warning for that, Nagasaki. And a bit lucky to get away with it for this long. Headlock and strangle now. Nagasaki starting to take over just a little. Earlier in this round than he did in the first. Nicely reached by Kincade. But still Nagasaki, but his legs through the rope, so he must break. They must break. A little bit too early then, surely. And Kincade going for the mask. The crowd will love that. Nice butt.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kincade has received a public warning.
So Kincade, attacking his man on the deck there, receives his first public warning, making it one public warning each now. Nice butt again by Kincade. Kincade always a bit handy with the headbutts to the forehead. Even through the mask, they work.
Right, bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up now. Bring it up.
Again, Kincade trying to pull the mouth and the mask with it. And the mask is on his way. It's up to his top lip already. The crowd really incensed. A couple of minutes to go in the second round, and the crowd really incensed there, coming to ringside and screaming for Kincade to continue that, removing the mask. But nice and step, but too early with that one. That straight fingers, a beauty to the throat.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You better move. Up at 9. Kincade longing to use that right fist then, but resisted it. Just a minute to go now in the second. And looks like Nagasaki coming really back into this now. He does it by wrestling, never your mind. But he's a great wrestler, this man, Nagasaki, if only he'd keep to the wrestling moves. Just over 20 seconds. Nice turn by Kincade, very neat, and a leg trick will follow it, but he'll have to hurry. He's got 8 seconds. Toe and ankle is on Kincade, the lean back, but he's let it go, and he won't be another move in this round. Well, Kendo Nagasaki, whose main ambition, of course, is the British title of Gwyn Davies. And he's got a petition with 20,000 signatures that I've seen. Personally, I believe he handed it to me at Wolverhampton a few weeks ago. 20,000 signatures on it saying, why shouldn't this man have a go? Well, I don't even know what nationality he is, but if he is British, then sure, he can have a go, if only he behaves himself.
Seconds away, round 3.
Round 3, 4 to go, and no score, but one public warning each, these two men. Nagasaki in the mask, Kincade, his opponent. And this packed crowd here at the Fairfield Halls really incensed by this behavior of this man Nagasaki. They can hardly wait for Kincade to get that mask off. Bobby Howes had it off in the ring once, or nearly off, at which point, of course, Nagasaki fled from the ring before he was seen properly. And once since then, the mask has been off, showing us a very high forehead. I think it's probably a shaved head with a very definite tattoo mark on the forehead. Whether we'll ever see that again, I don't know. Kincade, tremendous amount more power than 3 years ago when he left here. And he's got the day hat on. Laying it on with his head to the stomach. Still straight fingers coming in handy for Nagasaki, and the chops. A bit late on that break, I thought, but still, so did the referee. So, oh yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Exactly at what point that hit, I don't know. Upper chest, I think. Aiming for the throat, but I think it was too low. Another more straight fingers, and Kincade in trouble from that. And this is a kamikaze crash coming up, and Nagasaki decides to take him over the top. His special move, if he can get in there. No, he couldn't get in there. Kincade knows that trick and wouldn't let himself get in possession. But a nice forearm smash to the jaw by Nagasaki instead. Oh yes, nice backdrop. Very good one by Nagasaki. Really coming in tough now, Nagasaki. There's another one, but beautifully done by Kincade, following a cross press. But he holds, he can hold. What a popular fall. I think I've seen for years of the popular fall in the ring. Bobby Palmer will never get the announcement out.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, in round 3, the first fall in favor, Johnny Kincade.
Johnny Kincade, there he is, very happy at that. It was a nice switch. Nagasaki was coming for him, another body check. He sidestepped it and took him over the top with a cross press, and beautifully done it was. So Nagasaki now trailing by 1-0 as we start round 4.
Seconds away, round 4.
3 to go. Halfway through the bouts. Nagasaki not too keen coming forward as he hangs on that middle rope. The crowd wasting no time to count him. Oh, that's quite illegal. I don't know what the referee's going to decide on this. He's going to certainly warn Kincade not to continue that treatment. Also warn Nagasaki to get up away from those ropes and start the round. Well, Nagasaki now really has got to be a little careful. If he wants to remain a leading contender for the British title, he certainly can't go down to this this man who's just come back to the country after 3 years, Johnny Kincade, however strong he's become. And he's trying to twist the arms of the ropes. He's got him there. Oh, what a butt. A flyer. No more, says Joe Lorazio. You'll go out of the ring. Oh, yes, caught him on the... Oh, caught him as he was coming past there for a body check. Kincade trying a body check, and a bad cut on Kincade's head. That forehead really sliced there. by the foot, and Kincade in trouble. Now the kamikaze crash, there it is. The kamikaze crash with his head bleeding, and I don't think Kincade will get up for this one. And all over the place, Kincade now with an unfortunate man, after getting that first fall in the third, goes out by a knockout in the fourth. So Nagasaki the winner once more.
Big Daddy, Charlie Crabtree, Gwyn Davis, the mighty Haystacks, and above all tonight, Johnny Kincade has shown that only one man is victorious. Kendo, Nagasaki.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, the winner by a knockout, Kendo Nagasaki. And the loser, please. So give him a hand, Johnny Kincade, give him a hand. Thank God, thank God.